Best ages 21 and older. Period 2 is now about to begin. Rolling on to the
Flossie et al. I have a winner for the raffle couch. A winner for the raffle couch. The person who won the couch wants to give it to somebody else. If you want to sit on the couch, all you got to do is come up to the sound booth and say, "Huma huma nuku nuku apu a," and you can sit on the couch. Thank you for participating in the raffle. All the money goes to a good cause. That means I don't get any of it. Starting round starting the second period. Period number 2. The first period after the first period. It is Ragnaroxy and Poison Grace.
First jam after the first period.
Here we go.
Poison Grace.
Poison Grace makes it through. 182 comes off the bench.
Pushing out his lead jammer. Poison Grace for 4 points. Serena Killams in the penalty box, being joined by number 0, La Cucaraca. And we have an official timeout. We have an injury on the track, and our medics are handling that.
Clap it out. That is 0812 Thor Slammer. The time official makes a really interesting hand gesture. Not even a fun one. And now we're going to get started again after this timeout. It looks like we got Slade out there all by their lonesome. Slade's apex jump turned into a front handspring with no hands.
Top 17 Dream Crusher out of the penalty box. Slade Marion for Power Jam, being joined now by Poison Grace. And La Cucaraca. Poison Grace recycled to the back. Slade Marion staying in this.
Charlie Chang bringing back the recycling bin for Poison Grace.
Karina Killam trying to recycle Poison Grace. Poison Grace pushing through. We have equipment on the ground. We've got some equipment on the track.
Someone's Apple Watch just about turned into apple pancakes there. Poison Grace doesn't know where she's at because she can't tell time anymore. We got all the turdy trees out there with Skinner and Stitches.
Dirty tree? Dirty tree. Dirty tree.
Or Derby Drees.
Lemony Stitches taking a bunch of hits to the shoulders and neck.
Frankie Facebaker going to break some thighs and good hip check.
Lemony Stitches breaking through that defensive wall.
Much like the songs on Pretty Fly for White Guy, there's some deep cuts made by Lemony Stitches there of the track, so they'll take some time to think about
Penalty ball.
The Offspring's greatest work.
DJ Crusher joining Lemony in the penalty box.
Hellslinger shown you don't need knee pads if you land exactly flat on your back.
Rickstar.
A lot went on there. We got points and things for Team Oregon. Skinner putting in the good fight and making 4 points.
Back on our track, we have Noodly Soup.
And Ragnaroxy. The time official is now showing you their biceps. A lot of work has been done, and they look great. But apparently that means we have a timeout. I know, it's an official timeout. The officials are timeouting. Officials setting a high score for timeouts this game. If you want to know what's going on in the official timeout right now, it's a lot of what and yeah. What? Yeah. Officials have decided that it was boots with fur and not boots and fur. Ragnaroxy Noodly Soup trying all the angles of all the walls. See if they can find a crack in the defense. This Team Oregon wall is rotating really nicely, keeping Noodly Soup engaged. Well, Kukarata bringing out the blue bin, recycling Ragnaroxy for a bit as Noodly Soup has pirouetted 72 times this jam and still hasn't made it past the wall. Good job, 12-17. We got Dream Crusher recycling Noodle.
Noodly being sent to the penalty box. Still do not have a lead jammer. 36 seconds left on the clock for jam number 5. Opportunity for Roxy. Roxy McCarb not letting her through.
Slate out there for Team Oregon.
Back up for 8-wheel assassins. We got 21 Poison Grace.
Poison trying just the straightforward push it all attack. Trixta comes from the JD McCullough Bridge to knock out Slade. Charlie Chang trying the hardest to keep Poison Grace in. Poison makes it past.
Trixta put up a good fight, sent to the box. Rosie recycled back by number 4. Freckles.
We're about a minute into this jam. They're working hard. Everyone's working hard. Give it up for them.
Trixta back on the track. Rosie breaking through for another 4 points. On her heels, Slade Marion. Now a race. Hip check didn't work out there for Slade. Rosie. Poison Grace.
Poison Grace.
Holding her own.
Poison Grace almost got hip check there because they were thinking about the after party, which is going to be a rabbit cellar tonight over there in the better side of Salem, the west side. Guess where I live?
The west side.
Yeah, it's a block from my house. I can walk. And they let my doggy go there, and my doggy is cute. We're going to start jam number 6 for intermission for the second period with 33s and 3 each on defense.
Hey, Leroy, can anyone go to the after party?
Anyone can go to the after party.
Especially Lemony Stitches, he pulled out in front.
They have a very big patio and a jail cell. All right. Stitches is going. Skinner thought about passing, decided not to.
Rosie McCarr breaking an opening for Lemony.
Tweet. That's the end of jam number 6. Roxy and Noodly Soup. Roxy and Noodly Soup trying to free their mind, knowing that the rest will follow.
Noodly Soup tiptoeing, zigzagging through, found an opening on the inside.
Penalty playing a little offense Poor Noodly, trying to get an opening Noodly can get around. Roxy pushing as hard as they can into that wall. Switch off. A Titan comes up, see if they can do some offense as well. Roxy and Flossie talking about the after party themselves.
Checking the Oregon game.
I am not checking the score of the tied Oregon game.
Multitasking announcer here. Noodly be nimble, Noodly be quick, Noodly slipped right through the center.
Sometimes they slip through like you're drinking soup with a fork.
And that is the end of jam number 8.
Much like the weather tomorrow, this band's called Black Sabbath. Roxy, really excited for another 90 seconds of jamming, is just thinking about it on the bench right now while we have Lemony Stitches ready to go up there.
Lemony Stitches cutting right through the center.
Tricksta's playing trickster, pumping out some defense. Ignorancy subtly comes out from the penalty box and makes it around. Serena Killiams takes their place.
And called by jam number 9 by Lemony Stitches.
Roxy comes off the penalty box to get a point. Hard earned. Now we got a different matchup. We got Poison Grace and Skinner.
Titan Felony and La Cucaracha couldn't keep Skinner behind their wall. Poison Grace on her heels.
Ooh, we're getting a little fast pack going on. It's like a slow pack, but it's also fast.
Skinner calling. End of jam number 10.
Best 5-second call in the game. Here we go, jam number 11.
Slade Marion and Noodly Soaps. Slade Marion, Lee Jammer, Noodly Soup right on her heels. Is this a race?
Go Slade, go.
Serena Killiams back on the track with number 303, La Cucaracha. Joined by Frankie Facebreaker.
Doing a good job of recycling. Team Morgan's really bringing their defense together. Noodly Soup is hard to contain.
Slade Marion breaking through again.
Makes it a pass. Rosie like the van's dead on the side of the road. Sorry, Rosie's partner. A lot of good defense being played out there. Little offensive help from Bubbles. Slade trying everything to get past this wall. Got some recycling coming in. Great hit by Rosie McCobb. Just like a four-wheel drive Chevy van, it bumped him off the road. Go, Slade, go. Making around one more time. Noodly Soup finding that defense. Good job, Serena Killians comes in. Maybe a touch high, the officials say. That's the jam. Ragnaroxy.
Lemony Stitches. Lemony Stitches. The jammer.
Ragnaroxy pushes hard, makes it through. Carly Chang gets a knock on.
Lemony breaking through one more time and calling the end of the jam. The end of jam number 12.
Poison Grace and Skinner ready to go on for jam number 13. Getting started fast. Serena Killians comes in for a little offensive help for Skinner. Poison Grace gets through. There's a lot of skating for Poison to come back say hi to me, but we're good friends, so that happens. Skinner's out there getting some help from her team. Getting pointed at and everything. Rosie McCobb, Bubbles, and the other one are doing a good wall. Rosie McCobb doing it very well, getting them to react quickly.
Rosie holding her back.
Poison Grace takes advantage, comes around the outside. Good job by Skinner as they pick up 4 points. Nobody's on the comfy couch. If you want to be on the comfy couch, I'll tell you what, $5. I'll even accept Canadian. We got the T and the point going on. There is a timeout from Team Oregon. Oregon, a lot of people don't know, is Spanish for, man, it's cold up there. We got a comfy couch owner now, resident in fact. If you want the comfy couch for the, comfy couch for the juniors game, keep an eye out there for the raffle for the next one. Comfy Cat on the juniors team is in the juniors game. They fly around so much, you might actually catch yourself a junior on the comfy couch. Not recommended, but it might happen.
As we head into the winter months, maybe we should add a blankie to that comfy couch.
Right, right.
Who wants a blankie on the comfy couch?
Now that I've read every single announcement out there, let's just go back to my favorite. Monday nights, Epilogue Cafe, the most open and affirming trivia in Salem. And I say that because I don't care. We do trivia at Epilogue every Monday night. Leroy Furwood taking over the mic for no reason.
And we can always thank our superfan, Michael. Cool. Michael, where are you? Show everyone how cool you are.
Superfan Michael. I still have someone's phone. It's probably a skater's. It's not mine. I checked the fingertip print.
It's a very plain phone.
It looks like a new phone. Yeah, it looks solid.
Only 53% battery charge.
It's possibly an adult. Ragnaroxy, Lemony Stitches going. Lemony Stitches trying the outside. Oh, finds a defender. Dream Crusher, realizing you don't need knee pads if you land flat on your back.
Lemony Stitches breaking through Team Oregon's wall backwards. Apex jump by Lemony, does not inside, recycled back to the end by Roxy calling. End of jam number 13. Ryan, can you skate backward?
I can't even skate forward. I broke my left arm skating. Technically not skating. I broke my left arm on skates when a wall jumped out of nowhere and hit me in the face. Here we go. We got that 5 seconds, which caught the officials off guard.
Marion recycled back by number 8009, Rosie McCarb.
Rosie throwing a hip at the end.
Brutally centered the penalty box.
That's a door ding if I ever saw one.
Rosie centered the penalty box. Freckles centered the penalty box. 8-Wheel Assassin does not have very many players, team members on the track.
Doing a little extra defense on Bubbles.
Kukarakia holding back Slade Marion. Slade Marion
Little
looking for that
offensive
opening.
Help. Bubbles misses
Slade
on the
Marion
outside.
finding that opening. Recycled back though. Oh.
Much like my favorite song, Where is the Hairbrush? Slade goes deep cut and cuts the track. Where is my hairbrush, of course, by VeggieTales.
Noodly Soup breaking through. Taking this opportunity to adjust her elbow pads. And Noodly Soup slips through, takes a dive on the track.
Noodly Soup slides safe into second base. That's a whistle. That's another whistle. Bunch more whistles.
Many whistles. Charlie Chang starting the next bout in the penalty box.
We got a big O timeout. If that big O reminds you of Oregon, it should. As the score is still 13-13.
Got a little bit more than 5.5 minutes in our second period.
The officials wondering if they're invited to the after party, and the answer is always yes. Sometimes we even tell them the right location.
Beautiful curve. JGQ.
If this reminds you of Rock Band from 2003, good chance you need your prostate checked. Yellow challenged the cut track penalty off the black. They wanted a cut track penalty on black. They were not awarded it. They decided that they weren't in the engagement zone, which, if anyone's in the engagement zone, congratulations to you. So that was not given, so their challenge will not be retained. Myself, I'm not a big fan of marriage, but I'm a big fan of bad decisions. So congratulations.
All right, Poison Grace and Skinner. Poison Grace looking for an opening on the inside. Skinner pushing straight through, but being held back by 8-Wheel Assassin Wall. Young Titan Felony holding her back. Poison Grace, the jammer. Skinner breaking through. Charlie Chang back on the track. Poison Grace calling.
We got Stitches, we got Ragnaroxy, and we got jam number 15. Little close defense on this as they both hit each other and then hit the wall. Stitches does all they can to try every hole all the time. And looks like they found a way around the outside with a little help from Rosie McCrobb, sending Ragnaroxy out.
Lemony pushed out on the outside, being recycled back. Calling. That was the end of jam number 16.
Much like Thomas Edison back in the day, they called it. Timeout called.
Official timeout.
Point your shoulders. The officials are timing out again. That's the official timeout number 312 this game.
Now's a great time to visit the facilities if you need to. During our breaks, we want to prioritize officials and players.
Now is also a great time to get the announcers, well, at least one of them, a cider from Standing Am Brewing. I'll accept any Saxon cider. Your voice comes back when you drink the ciders. Maybe we need not to give CJ or JQ any ciders. I can hear him better now.
Gotta stay out of the danger.
Gotta stay. His voice was in the danger zone when we showed up. All right, while we're waiting for the officials to get back, let's have Wild Stallion and Crying Wolf fight. No? Okay. Just trying to bring entertainment.
Tricksta finding an opening on the inside, establishing lead jammer.
Tricksta always doing the really wide turns.
Titan Young and her team of blockers holding back Slade Marion. Dossie sent to the penalty box. Freckles back on the field. Tricksta making this look easy. Tricksta on the inside and through the middle. You spin around this track like a needle on a record player. And calling end of jam number 17.
And a power jam all by themselves in the bowl. We got noodly soup. With timeout number 328, the officials taking a moment. The officials right now are talking about how do we get the announcer a penalty. Noodly soup on the power jam. A great finder by Frankie Facebreaker to push Noodly Soup out and save that jam.
Rosie McCarb using some elbow room there.
Slade Marion not sure about jamming. Takes a moment to think. Noodly Soup trying again, finding the wall. That's Heisenbrod doing some work there. That wall is moving good. London is out there. The entire city, London, playing solid defense. Doing some recycling. We have Hellslinger for Team Oregon. Noodly Soup gets shoved out the bowl.
Slade Marion getting by shutter speed. Followed by Noodly Soup.
Slade Marion doing 12 great seconds of skating that round. Oh, we're back to the 33 group.
Double shot of 33.
Skinner finding the inside line. Give it up for Skinner, breaking through.
Lemony Stitches right behind her. Apex jump on the inside. Lemony Stitches making her another round. CJ Crusher joining her back on the track. Lemony poking through that inside line again.
And that is your time. And period number 2, we have an unofficial score on the board. We'll get it finalized in just a little second after the officials take their final timeout.
Feel free to make it out on the track to give our skaters a high five. Hang out on the edge of the track. The skaters will come around and give you a high five. Some sweat may apply.